Even if you have a genetic predisposition, doesn't mean it's going to necessarily manifest. And what determines whether it manifests or not may be those epigenetic variables, the things that you can control, the environmental factors, the dietary factors, the lifestyle factors.
And when we put that into our bloodstream, it coats our red blood cells. Our blood gets thicker and more viscous. It changes our hormone levels. It raises our cholesterol levels. There's nothing healthy about eating the yolk of the egg.
Cow milk protein gets into the bloodstream. The body says, hey, this isn't supposed to be in the bloodstream. It makes antibodies to the cow milk protein, which then attack the pancreas.
When we eat these kind of dead meat bacterial toxins, within minutes, you get this burst of inflammation within your system, such that you basically paralyze your arteries. You get the stiffening of the arteries.
Frugivore jaws can move forward and back and side to side. Omnivore jaws cannot. Omnivores have much stronger stomach acid for digesting meat compared to less acidic stomach acid of frugivores. The intestines of frugivores is 9 times their body length compared to 3 times for omnivores. This is because meat will putrefy in the gut unless it is moved through quickly. If humans were indeed true omnivores, we would need to change our physiology and appearance quite a lot. But we fit every requirement of a frugivore.
It's not made by plants, not made by animals either, made by little microbes that blanket the earth. So because the way we live in our sanitized world, unless you're eating bacteria-contaminated foods, we need to get a source of B12 from somewhere.
Well, you eat animal flesh every day. You are summoning up bacteria that eat carnitine, and those bacteria will turn that carnitine into a molecule called trimethylamine. Your liver then turns that into trimethylamine oxide. That's a molecule from hell. That molecule drives cholesterol into the artery walls. Fish are eaten by bigger fish, raised by bigger fish, and these pesticides and herbicides bioaccumulate.
We have storage in our muscles and in our liver for carbs called glycogen. So when we eat carbs, we either store it or we burn it. Now, eat fat, that goes straight to your fat.
Only plants take nitrogen from the air, break those molecules apart, and incorporate that nitrogen into amino acids. Any protein you get from an animal is simply recycled plant protein.
That's the main protein in dairy products, and particularly in cheese. It breaks apart in the human digestion to create what are called casomorphins, casein-derived, morphine-like compounds that go to the brain and they attach to the very same receptor that heroin attaches to.
10 million pigs in North Carolina produce the waste equal to 100 million humans. This is the equivalent of the entire U.S. Eastern Seaboard flushing their toilets into North Carolina, but there is no waste treatment. Over 17 million people die every year from cardiovascular disease. It is the leading cause of death around the world. Nearly 1 out of every 3 people will die from this disease. The amount of people who die from cardiovascular disease is the equivalent of 4 jumbo jets crashing every single hour, every single day, every single year.
So you can get exposed to living near these incinerators and breathing it, but it will take you 14 years to breathe in as much dioxin as a cow will ingest by eating the grass in one day. And that dioxin will accumulate in its fat, which includes the milk and the meat. And anyone eating meat or dairy products is going to get that dose of dioxin, so it climbs up the food chain every step.